Well, here in the central cities of Ukraine, as you can see behind me, life is continuing. People are out and about on the streets in the daytime, at least. There's a nighttime curfew. But life is continuing to the rhythm of frequent air raid alerts. And, we just experienced one ourselves a short time ago, sounding, several times a day. They send people scurrying down to shelter in the basements until the all clear is given. And people are actually starting, it seems, to get used to this kind of threat. There's a lot of suspicion in town. As you've been hearing in the other reports, there are numerous checkpoints and searches outside the edges on roads leading to all the towns and cities we've gone through. A lot of suspicion amongst security forces and volunteer fighters who are looking for any Russian saboteurs, people they think are suspicious and might be coming in to carry out attacks in these central cities from the inside. So there is a great deal of suspicion. We've seen it ourselves, pretty nervy members of the security forces, armed with Kalashnikov, pointing their rifles at civilians that they might deem suspicious. Very tense indeed. They're reinforcing public buildings, any public sites, the outsides of their cities, digging trenches, backing those up with sandbags and sometimes concrete reinforced checkpoints. So there's a great deal of wariness here, and people knowing that while for now their city centres may be clear, that they may be the next in line and that the war is not far away. Another notable point here is the sheer number of refugees, of Ukrainians who fled more dangerous zones arriving in these cities. Accommodation is getting booked out, that there are issues to do with food and supplies. We've got international aid organisations such as the Red Cross and the UN humanitarian wing who are pulling back to zones like this as well, because they say it's just too dangerous for them to continue their operations inside Kyiv. And you've got then volunteers mobilising, as we've seen throughout Ukraine, getting clothes, food, supplies to send to the capital, which of course, people there have been sheltering in basements and popping out when they can to get food, but there are long lines outside the supermarkets, so they are sending their supplies into the capital and to the front lines as well.